The Amazon rainforest is a truly extraordinary place, a living, breathing wonder that stands as one of the greatest treasures of our planet. It is a world filled with ancient trees that stretch high into the sky, their branches weaving together to form a green cathedral. At its heart flows the mighty Amazon River, a vast, winding lifeline that snakes through the land, nourishing everything it touches. This immense forest is so vast it stretches across 9 countries in South America, covering an area larger than many nations combined. Within this emerald world, millions of different animals and plants coexist, each one a marvel of adaptation and survival. Life here is a constant adventure, a beautiful but challenging dance of survival, where every day brings new tests and triumphs. Every single day, creatures both great and small must search for food, avoid becoming prey, and care for their young in a world full of danger and opportunity. The air is alive with sound, buzzing insects, the calls of exotic birds, the chatter of monkeys high in the treetops, and the chorus of frogs as night falls. It is a world in constant motion, always changing, always teeming with incredible life and energy. To survive in the Amazon, every animal must possess a unique skill or adaptation, honed by millions of years of evolution. Here, nature has crafted astonishing solutions to the toughest challenges. Some animals are masters of disguise, blending perfectly with their surroundings. From insects that look like leaves to frogs that vanish against the mossy ground, camouflage is a key to survival. Others are powerful hunters, using their strength, speed and cunning to catch their meals in this competitive world. Many animals have learned that cooperation is the best way to survive, forming groups, families and even unlikely alliances. They communicate through a rich language of sounds, colours and movements, sharing warnings, food and affection. This breathtaking diversity makes the Amazon one of the most complex and fascinating ecosystems on Earth, a living tapestry where every creature, no matter how small, plays a vital role. The rainforest is like a giant living puzzle, with each layer and each species fitting together in perfect harmony. From the tiniest ant to the mighty jaguar, from hummingbirds to tapirs, every piece is essential to the whole. The towering trees provide shelter, food and safety for countless animals, each finding its own niche in this vertical world. The rivers and streams are bustling highways of life, home to creatures like giant otters, caimans, river dolphins, and a dazzling array of fish. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, fueling the plants that form the foundation of this ecosystem, feeding the animals that depend on them. Plant eaters, from tiny insects to large mammals, graze and forage, becoming food for the predators that stalk the shadows. This is the circle of life, a powerful and visible web of connections that sustains the Amazon and all who live within it. By understanding these connections, we begin to see just how precious and irreplaceable this vast forest is, not just for the creatures who call it home, but for the entire world. Yet this magnificent world is under threat as never before. The story of survival in the Amazon is no longer just about predator and prey. It is about facing new dangers that no animal can escape alone. A new and powerful threat looms: the destruction of the forest itself, a danger that no creature can hide from. Human activity, deforestation, mining and development is changing the rainforest in ways that threaten every living thing within it. As we journey deeper into the lives of the Amazon's incredible creatures, we must remember that their home is in peril and their future uncertain. Their daily struggle for survival has become even more difficult because of human actions. It is up to us to understand, to care and to act to help protect this irreplaceable wonder before it is lost forever. The story of the Amazon is not just about nature, it is about our shared responsibility to preserve the wild heart of our world. Deep within the shadows of the dense rainforest, a powerful and beautiful hunter moves with incredible grace. This is the jaguar, a creature both feared and revered throughout the Amazon. The jaguar is the largest cat in the Americas and one of the most elusive predators in the world. Its presence is felt more often than it is seen, a true master of stealth. Its coat is a stunning pattern of golden-orange fur covered in dark spots called rosettes. Each jaguar's pattern is unique, like a fingerprint helping researchers identify individuals in the wild. This pattern is not just for beauty, it is a perfect camouflage that allows the jaguar to blend into the dappled light of the forest floor. The jaguar's ability to disappear into its surroundings is one of its greatest assets as a hunter. The jaguar is built for power, with a strong, muscular body and short, sturdy legs. Unlike the cheetah or the lion, the jaguar relies on strength and ambush rather than speed or endurance. Its jaws are the strongest of any cat, able to bite through the tough hides of its prey. The jaguar's bite is so powerful it can pierce the skulls or shells of animals, delivering a fatal blow in seconds. The jaguar is a solitary animal, preferring to hunt alone, using silence and surprise as its greatest weapons. It moves with almost ghost-like quiet, rarely alerting its prey until the final moment. The jaguar is an expert hunter, a true apex predator at the top of the food chain. Its diet is incredibly varied, including over 85 different species, from monkeys and birds to turtles and even caimans. It stalks its prey with immense patience, moving low to the ground without making a sound. Jaguars often use the cover of thick vegetation and the sounds of the rainforest to mask their approach. Unlike most big cats, the jaguar is an excellent swimmer. Rivers and flooded forests are no obstacle. In fact, water is often an advantage, allowing the jaguar to ambush prey from unexpected angles. This makes it a threat to animals, both in the forest and in the water. Fish, turtles, and even small crocodilians are all potential prey for this versatile hunter. The jaguar often hunts animals like the capybara, a large rodent that lives near rivers. It will silently approach, using the thick reeds and shadows to get as close as possible before launching its attack. It will wait quietly, sometimes for hours, for the perfect moment to attack. Patience is key. A single mistake could mean losing a meal. Its powerful pounce is swift and deadly, often ending the hunt in a single moment. The jaguar's preferred method is a crushing bite to the skull or neck, ensuring a quick end for its prey. After a successful hunt, it will often drag its meal deep into the forest to eat in peace, away from any rivals. This behavior helps keep the forest floor clean, as scavengers benefit from the remains. Even the mighty jaguar faces challenges. Navigating the dense, ever-changing rainforest requires intelligence and adaptability. While it has no natural predators, its biggest threat comes from the outside world. Human activity is rapidly changing the landscape. Humans are cutting down the Amazon rainforest, the jaguar's home and hunting ground. Deforestation not only destroys habitat but also fragments the jaguar's territory. This destruction, known as deforestation, means the jaguar has less space to live and find food. Fragmented forests make it harder for jaguars to travel, hunt and find mates. Its large territory is being broken into smaller pieces, making it harder for jaguars to find mates and raise their young. Isolated populations are at greater risk of inbreeding and decline. Sadly, these magnificent cats are also hunted by people. Poaching for their beautiful pelts and conflict with livestock farmers further threaten their survival. Because of these threats, the jaguar is now considered an endangered species, fighting not just for its next meal, but for the very survival of its kind. Conservation efforts are underway, but the future remains uncertain. The life of a jaguar shows the perfect balance of power and stealth needed to survive in the Amazon. As a top predator, the jaguar plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of the ecosystem. During the mating season, a male jaguar will follow the scent of a female, and they will stay together for a few days, their loud roars echoing through the forest. These brief encounters are vital for the continuation of the species. But after this brief time, they return to their lonely lives. Cubs are raised by their mothers alone, learning the skills of hunting and survival before venturing out on their own. The jaguar is a symbol of the wild spirit of the Amazon. Its presence is a sign of a healthy, thriving rainforest. Its struggle for survival is a powerful reminder of the delicate nature of this ecosystem. Without the jaguar, the balance of life in the Amazon would be forever changed. Protecting the jaguar means protecting the entire forest, ensuring that this silent hunter can continue to roam the shadows for generations to come. The fate of the jaguar is intertwined with the fate of the Amazon itself, a battle for survival that affects us all. In the murky, slow-moving waters of the Amazon's vast rivers and sprawling swamps, a true giant silently reigns. These waterways, shrouded in mist and mystery, are the lifeblood of the rainforest, supporting an astonishing diversity of life. Here, beneath the surface, the balance of the ecosystem is maintained by one of its most formidable inhabitants. This is the anaconda, the largest and heaviest snake in the world. Revered and feared in equal measure, the anaconda is a symbol of the Amazon's untamed power. An adult anaconda can grow to be incredibly long, nearly 6 meters, and can weigh more than 100 kilograms. Some rare individuals have even been reported to reach lengths of over 8 meters, making them among the largest snakes ever recorded. It is not a venomous snake. Instead, it is a constrictor, using its immense muscular body to overpower its prey. The anaconda's strength is legendary, capable of subduing animals much larger than itself. The anaconda is perfectly adapted for a life in the water. Its body is thick and muscular, yet surprisingly agile, allowing it to move with stealth and grace through the tangled underwater world. Its eyes and nostrils are positioned on the top of its head, which allows it to see and breathe while the rest of its massive body remains hidden beneath the surface. This adaptation makes the anaconda a master of stealth, able to ambush prey with minimal warning. Its smooth, dark skin helps it glide silently through the water, making it a fearsome ambush predator. The coloration also provides camouflage among the shadows and reflections of the river, concealing it from both prey and potential threats. The anaconda is a patient hunter. It can lie motionless in the water for hours, even days, waiting for an unsuspecting animal to come to the water's edge to drink. This patience is key to its success as a top predator. Its prey might be a capybara, a deer, a caiman, or even a tapir. The Amazon's rich biodiversity provides the anaconda with a wide variety of potential meals, each one vital to the river's intricate food web. When the moment is right, the anaconda strikes with lightning speed, grabbing its prey with its sharp, backward-pointing teeth. The attack is sudden and explosive, leaving little chance for escape. Then it quickly wraps its powerful body around the animal, squeezing tighter and tighter with each breath the victim takes. The pressure is immense and the struggle is often brief. This method, called constriction, is incredibly effective. The anaconda doesn't crush the bones, it prevents the animal from breathing, causing a swift and efficient end. Once its prey is dead, the anaconda swallows it whole, a process that can take hours, even days, depending on the size of the meal. Its jaws can stretch astonishingly wide, allowing it to consume animals much larger than its own head. Life for an anaconda is not just about hunting. Reproduction is also a fascinating and complex process, deeply tied to the rhythms of the river. During the rainy season, when the rivers swell and flood the forest, a female anaconda releases special scents called pheromones into the water to attract males. The abundance of water creates the perfect environment for courtship and mating. Sometimes many males will be drawn to a single female, forming what is called a mating ball. This extraordinary spectacle can involve up to a dozen males, all competing for the chance to mate. This group of snakes can twist and turn around the female for days or even weeks, a slow-motion contest of endurance and strength. Only the strongest and most persistent male will succeed. After a successful mating, the female will carry her young inside her for about 6 months. During this time, she becomes more reclusive, seeking out quiet, sheltered areas in the flooded forest. She gives birth to live babies, not eggs, and can have between 20 and 40 young snakes at one time. These newborns are fully formed and immediately independent, ready to face the challenges of the wild. From the moment they are born, these baby anacondas are ready to hunt and survive on their own. Their small size makes them vulnerable, but their instincts are sharp, and their aquatic home offers both danger and opportunity. The anaconda is a key part of the Amazon's ecosystem, a top predator that helps control the populations of other animals. Its presence maintains the delicate balance of life in these waters, shaping the river's food web from the shadows. Its sheer size and power make it a respected and feared resident of the rainforest's waterways. Even the largest predators, like jaguars and caimans, treat the anaconda with caution. While an adult anaconda has few natural enemies, it is still vulnerable to the same threats that face other Amazonian wildlife. Encounters with humans, habitat loss, and competition with other large predators all pose risks. The pollution of rivers and the loss of its wetland habitat due to human activity put this magnificent giant at risk. As the Amazon changes, so too does the fate of its most iconic residents. The story of the anaconda is a story of raw power and patience, a perfect example of how life has adapted to thrive in the dark and mysterious waters of the Amazon. As both predator and guardian of the river's balance, the anaconda's presence is a testament to the resilience and wonder of this extraordinary ecosystem. High up in the canopy of the Amazon rainforest, a clever and social animal leaps from branch to branch, its movements swift and calculated. This is the Capuchin monkey, renowned for its incredible intelligence and curiosity. These monkeys live in large family groups called troops, where play and social interaction are as important as survival. Their long, flexible tails act like a fifth limb, giving them remarkable balance and agility as they move through the treetops. Capuchin monkeys are some of the smartest animals in the New World, constantly exploring and problem-solving. They have been seen using tools to help them find food, a rare skill among primates. For example, they use heavy stones to crack open hard nuts, and even to smash open snail shells for a tasty treat. Sticks become tools for digging insects out of tree bark, or fishing for termites hidden deep within crevices. This knowledge is passed down from older monkeys to younger ones, with the young carefully watching and imitating their elders. Surviving in a forest full of predators requires teamwork, and Capuchin monkeys are experts at it, often forming protective circles when danger is near. The troop works together to stay safe, moving as a coordinated unit through the dense canopy. They always have a lookout, a monkey who sits in a high place to watch for danger, ready to sound the alarm at the first sign of trouble. If a predator like a harpy eagle is spotted, the lookout will let out a loud alarm call, sending the troop into action. Instantly, the entire troop will react, quickly disappearing into the dense leaves of the canopy, vanishing from sight in seconds. This system of communication and cooperation is essential for their protection, using a mix of calls, gestures, and facial expressions. By living and working together, the Capuchin monkeys show that intelligence and social bonds are powerful tools for survival in the wild Amazon. Down in the rivers and lakes of the Amazon, another social animal thrives, equally remarkable in its own way. This is the giant otter, a playful and active creature that lives in tight-knit family groups where play is a daily ritual. Giant otters are skilled hunters with sleek bodies built for swimming and the ability to twist and turn with astonishing speed. They have sharp eyes that can see well underwater, allowing them to spot even the smallest fish. Their long, sensitive whiskers help them find fish even in murky water, detecting the slightest movement along the riverbed. They communicate with each other using a variety of loud, distinct cries, chirps and whistles that can mean anything from a warning of danger to a call for playtime. Their social nature is not just for fun, it is a critical part of how they defend themselves and their territory from threats, especially when protecting their young. Giant otters show incredible courage and teamwork when faced with danger, standing tall and baring their teeth to intimidate intruders. Even a large predator like a caiman will think twice before attacking a family of giant otters, especially when the adults form a living barrier to protect their pups. If a caiman gets too close to their home or their young, the entire group will charge at it together, lunging and splashing to drive it away. They will make a huge commotion, splashing, barking and crying out loudly, creating chaos that confuses and intimidates their enemy. This coordinated group attack is usually enough to scare the much larger crocodile away, forcing it to retreat and leave the otter family in peace. This amazing display of family loyalty and cooperation shows that in the Amazon, strength doesn't always come from size, but often from numbers and working together as a team. Whether in the treetops or the rivers, the Capuchin monkeys and giant otters remind us that intelligence, playfulness and strong social bonds are the keys to thriving in the wild heart of the Amazon. Across the vast Amazon, every layer of the rainforest is ruled by a master of its domain. Soaring high above the emerald canopy, the harpy eagle reigns supreme in the sky. This is the harpy eagle, one of the most powerful eagles in the world. With a wingspan that can stretch over 2 meters wide, it's honestly a formidable aerial predator. Its claws are incredibly large and strong, as long as the claws of a grizzly bear. These powerful talons are capable of snatching a sloth or a monkey right from a tree branch. The harpy eagle has incredibly sharp eyesight, allowing it to spot even the slightest movement in the dense forest below while it glides high above. It is a solitary hunter, relying on its strength and keen senses to dominate its domain. The harpy eagle's hunting technique is a breathtaking display of power and precision. It will perch on a high branch, patiently scanning the trees for any sign of prey. When it spots a target, it dives down with incredible speed, navigating through the thick branches with ease. Its attack is swift and silent, often taking its victim by complete surprise. The sheer force of its grip is enough to instantly kill its prey. The harpy eagle represents the top of the food chain in the sky, a perfect predator adapted to hunting in the complex three-dimensional world of the rainforest canopy. Its presence is a sign of a healthy forest ecosystem. In the rivers below, the giant river otter is the undisputed master of its aquatic realm. With webbed feet and a streamlined body, it can chase down fish with astonishing speed and agility. Living in tight-knit family groups, these otters communicate with a range of vocalizations, working together to defend their territory from rivals and predators. On the forest floor, the tiny poison dart frog is a master of chemical warfare. Its brilliantly coloured skin warns would-be predators of its potent toxins, which are strong enough to deter even the hungriest hunter. These frogs use their sticky tongues to snatch up ants and termites, thriving in the humid undergrowth. Leafcutter ants, meanwhile, are the engineers of the rainforest. They carve out vast underground colonies and harvest leaves to cultivate their own fungus gardens. Their teamwork and organization allow them to move mountains, at least in the world of insects. In the murky waters, the Amazonian pink river dolphin uses echolocation to navigate and hunt in the flooded forests. Its flexible neck and keen senses make it a master of maneuvering through tangled roots and submerged branches. High in the treetops, the sloth is a master of slow-motion survival. Its algae-covered fur provides camouflage, and its slow movements help it avoid detection by predators. The sloth's strong grip allows it to hang upside down for hours, feeding on leaves and sleeping in safety. Lurking in the shallows, the anaconda is the largest snake in the world. Its muscular body and ambush tactics make it a formidable predator, capable of taking down prey as large as capybaras and caimans. Piranhas, with their razor-sharp teeth and powerful jaws, are the terror of the river. They hunt in schools, overwhelming their prey with sheer numbers and speed. The capybara, the world's largest rodent, is perfectly adapted to life at the water's edge. Its webbed feet help it swim, and its social nature provides safety in numbers. Even the Amazonian tarantula is a master of its dark, damp domain. With sensitive hairs that detect vibrations, it ambushes insects and small animals, using venom to subdue its prey. Meanwhile, in the swamps and rivers below, another master of ambush lies in wait. This is the caiman, a semi-aquatic reptile closely related to alligators and crocodiles. The caiman is perfectly designed for a life of hiding and waiting in the water. Its eyes and nostrils are positioned on the top of its head, so it can see and breathe while its body remains completely hidden underwater. Its thick, scaly skin provides excellent camouflage, making it look just like a floating log. The caiman can stay perfectly still for hours, conserving its energy as it waits for fish, birds or mammals to come within striking distance of the water's edge. Although the caiman is a skilled predator in its own right, it is not without its own dangers. It is a key part of the Amazon's food web, but it also serves as prey for the rainforest's ultimate hunter, the jaguar. A jaguar is not afraid of the water and will often hunt in the same swampy habitats where caimans live. The great cat is strong enough to attack and kill a caiman, often surprising it from the riverbank. This relationship shows the complex and often brutal reality of life in the Amazon, where even a formidable predator can become the prey of another. In the Amazon, speed is not always the key to survival. Here, some of the most remarkable creatures have evolved strategies that seem almost counterintuitive, moving slowly or moving together in overwhelming numbers. One animal proves this better than any other, the three-toed sloth. This gentle mammal is a master of slow living, and its entire existence is a testament to patience and subtlety. The sloth is famous for being incredibly slow. It moves so gradually that its progress is almost imperceptible, taking hours to travel just a few meters through the treetops. It spends nearly its entire life hanging upside down from tree branches, rarely coming down to the ground. Its limbs are perfectly adapted for this lifestyle, with long, curved claws that grip tightly to the branches. This extreme slowness is actually its primary defense. By moving so little, the sloth avoids drawing attention to itself, making it almost invisible to predators. Predators like jaguars and harpy eagles hunt by spotting movement. In a world where a sudden twitch can mean death, the sloth's stillness is its shield. Because the sloth moves so little and so slowly, it often goes completely unnoticed, even when predators are nearby. Its slow lifestyle also helps it conserve energy. The sloth's diet consists almost entirely of tough, fibrous leaves which are low in nutrients and difficult to digest. To cope, the sloth has an exceptionally slow metabolism and a large, multi-chambered stomach that can take up to a month to process a single meal. The sloth has another amazing trick to help it hide. Its fur is a miniature ecosystem. Its fur is very special, with tiny grooves that trap moisture and provide a home for algae, moss, and even small insects. In the damp air of the rainforest, green algae and moss begin to grow on its coat. This not only gives the sloth a greenish tint, but also helps it blend in perfectly with the lichen-covered bark and leaves. The result is perfect camouflage. The sloth becomes almost invisible even to the sharpest-eyed predators. Some scientists believe that the algae may even provide nutrients to the sloth when it grooms itself, creating a unique symbiotic relationship. The sloth only makes itself vulnerable about once a week, when it slowly climbs down to the forest floor to go to the toilet. This journey is perilous as it exposes the sloth to ground-dwelling predators. This is a very risky journey, but it is a necessary part of its slow and careful life. A life built entirely around staying hidden from a world of danger. Even here, the sloth's patience and caution are its greatest assets. On the forest floor, a completely different survival strategy is at play. Here, speed and numbers rule. Here, a deadly army is always on the move. These are the army ants, one of the most formidable forces in the rainforest. Army ants are some of the most organized and fearsome creatures in the Amazon. Their colonies can number in the millions, and they move as a single, coordinated unit. Unlike other ants, army ants do not build permanent nests. Instead, they are nomadic, constantly marching through the forest in search of food. Their movement is relentless, a massive, dark stream that flows over the forest floor, consuming everything in its path. This army can be made up of millions of individual ants, each playing a specific role. There are workers, soldiers, and a single queen at the heart of the swarm. On their own, army ants are not large or particularly strong, but together they are an unstoppable force, capable of overwhelming much larger animals. They hunt in huge groups, overwhelming anything that is too slow to get out of their way. Insects, spiders, scorpions, and even small vertebrates can fall victim to their relentless advance. Army ants communicate using chemical signals called pheromones. These invisible trails allow them to coordinate their movements and attacks with incredible precision, ensuring that the entire colony acts as one. When they find prey, such as a large spider, a scorpion, or even a small reptile, they swarm over it in a coordinated wave, biting and stinging in perfect unison. Working together, they can quickly overpower and consume their victim, leaving behind nothing but a hollow shell in just a few minutes. Their efficiency is unmatched in the animal kingdom. Their success comes from their perfect teamwork and sheer numbers. Army ants can even form living bridges with their own bodies to cross gaps and obstacles, allowing the colony to move as a single, unstoppable entity. The story of the army ants shows that in the Amazon, sometimes the most effective way to survive is not through individual strength, but through the collective power of a highly organized group. Their relentless march shapes the forest, clearing out insects and small animals, and even influencing the movements of larger creatures who flee before the advancing swarm. In the Amazon, survival takes many forms. Whether it's the sloth's patient invisibility high in the trees or the army ant's overwhelming force on the ground, each strategy leaves its mark on the forest, shaping the delicate balance of life in this wild and wondrous world. The Amazon is home to countless animals and plants, each with their own remarkable ways of surviving in this vast, challenging environment. One of the most famous is the capybara, the world's largest rodent. These gentle, sociable animals live a semi-aquatic life, meaning they spend their time both on land and in the water. Capybaras live in herds of 10 to 20 individuals, and this group living helps keep them safe. Like the caiman and the anaconda, their eyes and noses are located high on their heads. This smart adaptation allows them to keep most of their bodies underwater, while still being able to see and breathe, watching for predators like the jaguar, their main enemy. They are a vital food source for many predators, playing a key role in the ecosystem. Another iconic resident of the Amazon is the toucan. This bird is impossible to miss because of its giant, colourful beak. This beak can be many different colours, including orange, yellow and blue, and it looks very heavy. However, the beak is surprisingly lightweight because it is mostly hollow inside. The toucan uses its long beak to reach fruit growing on thin branches that would not be able to support its weight. But the beak has another important job. It is filled with blood vessels and helps the bird regulate its body temperature. By pushing blood into the beak, the toucan can cool down in the hot and humid forest, a clever trick for staying comfortable. Down on the surface of the rivers and ponds, a small and delicate bird seems to do the impossible. This is the jacana, a bird that can walk on water, or at least it looks like it can. The jacana has unusually long toes and claws that spread its weight out over a large area. This allows it to walk gracefully across the floating leaves of aquatic plants like water lilies without sinking. This unique ability gives the jacana access to a special food source. It can hunt for insects and other small invertebrates that live on and around these floating plants, a niche that other birds cannot reach. The jacana is a perfect example of how evolution creates specialized solutions for survival. High in the treetops, the slow-moving sloth has its own unique strategy. Its sluggish pace and green-tinged fur, covered in algae and tiny insects, help it blend in with the leaves, making it nearly invisible to predators. On the forest floor, the poison dart frog uses its bright colours as a warning. Its skin contains powerful toxins, a chemical defence that keeps most predators away. In the rivers, piranhas have razor-sharp teeth and powerful jaws, allowing them to quickly strip flesh from prey. Their group hunting tactics make them formidable even for much larger animals. Even plants have developed extraordinary adaptations. The giant water lily floats on the river's surface, its huge leaves supporting the weight of birds and small animals. Its flowers open at night, attracting beetles for pollination, and close by morning to trap them inside. Each of these animals, the social capybara, the colourful toucan, the light-footed jacana, the camouflaged sloth, the toxic frog, the fierce piranha, and the ingenious water lily, shows a different way of thriving in the complex Amazon environment. The capybara relies on its group and its semi-aquatic habits. The toucan uses its unique beak for both feeding and staying cool. The jacana uses its special feet to walk where no other bird can. The sloth hides in plain sight, the poison dart frog warns with colour, the piranha hunts in packs, and the water lily floats above the competition. These animals and plants, along with thousands of others, each have their own story of adaptation. They show the incredible diversity of life in the rainforest, and how every creature, animal or plant, has found its own special way to survive in this wild and wonderful place. For all its beauty and strength, the Amazon rainforest is in serious trouble. This vast green world, home to countless species and ancient trees, is under threat from many directions. The incredible world where jaguars hunt, sloths hide, and eagles soar is facing dangers greater than any natural predator. The greatest threat comes from humans. Our actions are changing the forest faster than it can recover. Deforestation, the cutting down of trees on a massive scale, is one of the biggest problems. Every minute, an area of rainforest the size of a football field disappears. People clear the land to make space for farms, cattle ranches, roads and cities. The forest is sacrificed for short-term gain. When the trees are gone, the animals lose their homes, their sources of food, and the places where they raise their young. Many are forced to wander, hungry and exposed. The rich, complex ecosystem that has existed for millions of years is being destroyed at an alarming rate. This loss affects every single living thing in the forest, breaking connections that took ages to form. Habitat loss is not the only danger. The forest faces even more invisible threats. Many animals in the Amazon are also threatened by illegal hunting and poaching. Some are killed for their skins, others captured for the exotic pet trade. Jaguars are hunted for their beautiful skins, and their numbers are falling. Other animals are captured to be sold as exotic pets, far from their rainforest home. This not only reduces the number of animals in the wild, but also disrupts the delicate balance of the food web. The forest grows quieter, emptier. When a top predator like the jaguar disappears from an area, the populations of the animals it used to hunt can grow too large, leading to new problems. This can cause other problems in the ecosystem, including the spread of invasive species and the collapse of plant communities. Every animal has a role to play, and when one is removed, the entire system can begin to fall apart. The loss of one species can trigger a chain reaction. The rivers, which are the lifeblood of the Amazon, are also being harmed. Their health is vital to the entire forest. Mining operations, especially for gold, can release harmful chemicals like mercury into the water. These poisons spread quickly, unseen but deadly. This pollution poisons the fish and threatens the people and animals who depend on the river. It also harms the animals that eat the fish, such as giant otters, caimans, turtles and birds. The pollution can travel far down the river, affecting communities and wildlife hundreds of miles away. No one is safe from its reach. The construction of large dams can also change the flow of the river, flooding some areas and drying out others. Entire landscapes are transformed. This dramatically changes the environment that aquatic animals like the anaconda, the capybara, and countless fish depend on to survive. The story of the Amazon is no longer just a story of natural survival. It is a story of a forest under siege. It is now a story of a desperate fight against human-caused destruction, deforestation, pollution, and more. The animals of the rainforest are equipped to handle the challenges of their natural world. But they are defenseless against bulldozers, chainsaws, and pollution. The tools of destruction are relentless, and the forest cannot fight back. The dangers they face today are silent and widespread, threatening to erase the incredible biodiversity that makes the Amazon so special. Some species may vanish before we even discover them. And now a new threat looms. Climate change. Rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns are making the forest drier and more vulnerable to fire. Wildfires, once rare, are now more common and more destructive. Droughts kill trees and dry up rivers, while storms become more violent. The battle for survival in the Amazon has become a battle to save the forest itself from the actions of humankind and from the changing climate. The choices we make now will decide the future of this irreplaceable world. Saving the Amazon rainforest is not just an environmental issue. It's one of the most urgent and profound challenges we face as a global community. The Amazon is a living, breathing system that connects us all, no matter where we live. This vast green expanse is often called the lungs of the planet, and for a very good reason. The Amazon is responsible for producing a significant portion of the world's oxygen and plays a vital role in stabilizing our climate. The millions of trees in the Amazon absorb enormous amounts of carbon dioxide, a gas that contributes to climate change, and release the oxygen that we all need to breathe. Without this natural system, the balance of gases in our atmosphere would be thrown into chaos. By helping to regulate the Earth's climate, the Amazon plays a critical role in keeping our planet healthy. Its rivers and trees influence weather patterns across continents, affecting rainfall and agriculture far beyond South America. When we cut down the forest, we are not just destroying animal habitats, we are damaging a system that is vital for the stability of the entire world's environment. The loss of the Amazon accelerates climate change, increases the risk of droughts, and threatens food security for millions. The importance of the Amazon goes beyond the air we breathe. It is a vast reservoir of life, holding secrets and solutions that we have only begun to understand. It is a massive library of biodiversity, home to more species of plants and animals than anywhere else on Earth. Each organism is a thread in a delicate web, supporting the balance of life. Scientists believe that millions of species of plants, insects and animals live there, and many of them have not even been discovered yet. Every year, new species are found, each with unique properties and potential. These plants and animals could hold the keys to new medicines and scientific discoveries. The Amazon is a living laboratory, offering hope for cures to diseases that have yet to be conquered. Many of the medicines we use today originally came from plants found in rainforests. The next breakthrough in cancer treatment, antibiotics or pain relief could be hidden in the Amazon's depths. By allowing the Amazon to be destroyed, we could be losing the cures for future diseases before we ever have the chance to find them. The loss is not just environmental, it is a loss of hope and opportunity for generations to come. Protecting the rainforest is like protecting a treasure chest of potential knowledge and healing for all of humanity. Once lost, these treasures can never be replaced. Furthermore, the Amazon is home to hundreds of indigenous communities. These people are the guardians of the forest, their lives and cultures intertwined with its fate. These people have lived in harmony with the forest for thousands of years. Their wisdom and traditions are a testament to sustainable living and respect for nature. Their cultures, languages and traditions are deeply connected to the natural world around them. Each story, each song is a living memory of the forest. They possess a deep understanding of the forest, its plants and its animals. Their knowledge is invaluable, passed down through generations and essential for conservation efforts. When the rainforest is destroyed, their homes are destroyed with it, and their unique cultures are threatened with extinction. The loss is not only ecological but also cultural and spiritual. Protecting the Amazon is also a matter of human rights, ensuring that these communities can continue to live on the lands that have sustained them for generations. Their fight is our fight. Their knowledge is also invaluable in helping us learn how to protect the forest. By working together, we can find solutions that respect both nature and people. The future of the Amazon, and in many ways our own future, depends on the choices we make today. The decisions we take now will echo for generations. The battle for survival for the jaguar, the sloth and the anaconda is now our battle too. Every species lost is a story cut short, a piece of the puzzle gone forever. We can all help by making responsible choices, supporting organisations that work to protect the rainforest, and demanding that governments take action to stop deforestation. Our voices and actions matter. The Amazon is a world of wonder, a place of incredible beauty and complexity. Its mysteries inspire awe and remind us of the power and fragility of nature. It is a gift that we must cherish and protect, not just for ourselves, but for every generation that will come after us. The choices we make today will shape the world our children inherit. By working together, across borders and cultures, we can ensure that the wild heart of our planet continues to beat for many generations to come. The Amazon's survival is our shared responsibility for the good of the animals, the people and the world. The time to act is now. Deep within the emerald embrace of the Amazon, hundreds of indigenous communities continue a way of life, shaped by the rhythms of the forest. For thousands of years, these peoples have relied on the land, the rivers and the wildlife, not just for survival but for identity, culture and spirit. Their traditions are woven into the very fabric of the rainforest, each song and story echoing the wisdom of generations past. Indigenous knowledge is a living library. Passed down orally, it guides everything from sustainable farming to natural medicine and from intricate crafts to spiritual ceremonies. These communities know which plants heal, which animals thrive where, and how to harvest without harming the delicate balance of nature. Their understanding of the forest is unmatched, making them vital partners in conservation. Yet their way of life is under threat. Deforestation, mining and outside pressures endanger their homes and cultures. Still, indigenous peoples are at the forefront of the fight to protect the Amazon. As guardians of the forest, they defend not only their own heritage, but the future of the rainforest itself. By supporting their rights and respecting their knowledge, we honor a legacy of stewardship that has preserved the Amazon for millennia. Their voices remind us that true harmony with nature is possible, and that protecting the rainforest means protecting the people who know it best. Hidden beneath the dense green canopy, the Amazon is a living pharmacy. This rainforest is home to thousands of medicinal plants, many of which have been used by indigenous peoples for centuries to heal wounds, cure illnesses and ease pain. From the bark of the cinchona tree, which gave the world quinine for malaria, to the sap of the dragon's blood tree, used to speed up healing, each plant holds secrets that science is still uncovering. Traditional healers, known as shamans, draw on deep knowledge passed through generations, selecting the right leaves, roots and flowers for each ailment. Their remedies treat everything from fever to snake bites, often with astonishing success. Modern scientists are now working alongside indigenous experts, hoping to discover new medicines that could help people around the globe. But these precious plants face the same threats as the forest itself. As trees fall and habitats shrink, we risk losing these natural treasures, sometimes before we even discover them. By protecting the Amazon and respecting the knowledge of its first peoples, we preserve not just a forest, but a world of healing possibilities for the future. Flowing over 4,000 miles across the heart of South America, the Amazon River is the lifeblood of the rainforest. Its vast network of tributaries weaves through dense jungle, nourishing every corner of this extraordinary ecosystem. The river provides water for countless species. Giant river otters, pink dolphins and jaguars all rely on its currents to survive. For people, too, the Amazon is essential. Indigenous communities travel its waters, fish its abundant stocks, and use it to grow food and gather resources. During the rainy season, the river floods the forest floor, creating a rich, ever-changing landscape where fish swim among the trees and new life flourishes. The Amazon River is more than just a waterway, it's the heart that keeps the rainforest alive, connecting everything and everyone within its reach. High above the emerald canopy, flashes of brilliant colour dart through shafts of sunlight. This is the realm of the Amazon's birds of paradise, a world alive with vibrant macaws, tiny hummingbirds and elusive toucans. With over 1,300 species, the Amazon rainforest is a haven for some of the world's most extraordinary avians. Scarlet macaws soar in pairs, their crimson feathers glowing against the green leaves. In the shadows, the blue and yellow macaw cracks open tough nuts with its powerful beak, while jewel-toned hummingbirds hover in mid-air, sipping nectar from exotic flowers. Each bird has adapted to the rainforest in its own remarkable way. Some blend in with the foliage to hide from predators, while others flaunt vivid plumage to attract a mate. These birds are more than just beautiful. They play a vital role in the Amazon's ecosystem. As they feed, they spread seeds far and wide, ensuring new trees take root and the forest continues to thrive. Some, like the huatzin, help break down tough leaves, while others, like the harpy eagle, keep the population of smaller animals in balance. From the dawn chorus to the evening calls echoing across treetops, the Amazon's birds fill the forest with life and colour. They are living jewels, reminders of the rainforest's endless wonder and the delicate balance that sustains it. As the sun slips below the horizon, the Amazon transforms into a world of shadows and whispers. Night in the rainforest is anything but silent. The air comes alive with the calls of nocturnal creatures, each adapted to thrive in the darkness. Bats flutter between the trees, deftly catching insects in mid-air using echolocation. Night monkeys, with their wide, glowing eyes, leap nimbly from branch to branch, searching for ripe fruit. On the forest floor, the stealthy ocelot prowls through the underbrush, its spotted coat blending seamlessly with the dappled moonlight. Tree frogs serenade the night with their rhythmic croaks, while cicadas and crickets create a symphony that fills the humid air. Bioluminescent fungi and fireflies cast an eerie glow, lighting up the forest in unexpected ways. These creatures have evolved remarkable senses, keen hearing, sharp night vision and silent movements, to survive and hunt when the rest of the forest sleeps. Their presence is a reminder that the Amazon never truly rests. In the darkness, life continues in secret, weaving another layer into the rainforest's rich and mysterious tapestry. The Amazon is more than just a vast rainforest. It's a living engine that drives the planet's climate. Stretching over millions of acres, its dense canopy acts as a massive carbon sink, absorbing billions of tons of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This process helps slow global warming and regulates the Earth's temperature. But the Amazon's influence doesn't stop there. Through a phenomenon known as flying rivers, the forest releases vast amounts of water vapor, which forms clouds and brings rainfall not only to South America but to distant continents. These rainfall patterns help stabilize weather systems across the globe, supporting agriculture and freshwater supplies far beyond the Amazon's borders. When the forest is healthy, it helps balance the climate, but when trees are cut down or burned, stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, accelerating climate change. That's why preserving the Amazon is not just about saving wildlife or protecting beauty. It's about safeguarding the very systems that make life on Earth possible. The Amazon is the planet's green lung, silently working to keep our world in balance. Its future is our future.